30-06. My first experience with a 30-06. And it's gonna come out of this Savage right here. Now, there's a lot of people talking about yoke, it's garbage, yoke is garbage. And you have a lot of people saying, you know what? For what it cost, it's a pretty good deal. Now, 30-06, if you don't know, it's a massive round. It looks like, just visually, that it puts the 308 to shame. It's like the grandfather of, not even the daddy, the grandfather of the 308. Y'all know I love the 308, but this 30-06 just might give me a run for my money. And what are we shooting that round out of? It is going to be this Savage Access 2 XP combo. Now, this combo comes with your scope for under $500. I feel like you really cannot beat this deal for sure. Now, I don't know how good the scope is or how it's going to perform, but we're going to find out how on it is. Even if it isn't on, we'll go ahead and make our adjustments so that we can get it sighted in. But from the first looks of it, yes, she is quite plain. Very plain Jane. But hey, y'all already know how I feel about those first visions and first impressions. It pretty much put me to shame on my last bolt action. So we are going to give this a chance. So what you're looking at here is the Savage Access 2 XP chambered in 30-06 with the 22-inch matte black barrel and the black finish. Now this has your right-handed functions on here, and it also has, which I didn't mention on my last one, it has an adjustable trigger. So you can adjust this trigger to pretty much be the poundage that you're looking for. Out of the box, it's probably about a 4-pound trigger. I mean, it seems when we were doing little dry fires that it's a pretty nice, quick, crisp break. And I am looking forward to that because I enjoy very nice triggers. She weighs 7 pounds. And let's see. Now, that 30-06 round. I am hoping I enjoy this enough so that I can go ahead and take down my first big game in a hunting extravaganza, because I really want to get out there and take down some really nice game. And of course, who don't want to eat? I always want to eat, always looking for something to eat. Now you do also have your sling rings on here that you can run the sling of your choice, as well as this rubberized stock. Now, based on the size of that round, I am going to need this rubberized stock, and hopefully it absorbs a lot of that recoil that this is going to let out. Because she's so light, I am hoping that we can keep this on that shooting bag and be able to get right back on target very quickly. Now, the bolt, just, you know, pulling the bolt and pushing the bolt, it does feel a little tight, but hey, for 500 bucks, who's complaining? Who is complaining? Now, this is the Bushnell. Let me give you, this is a 3x9x40, and it came with it. Can't beat it at all. Me, for sure, I'm that one that if I can get it all in one package, why not? I'd hate to have to look for stuff, especially when we're dealing with optic plates and all that stuff. When they give it to you all in one, I am completely satisfied. Now, what are we shooting? We are shooting the Winchester Deer Season Copper Impact XP. 30-06, 150 grain. So it's hotter than the 140, obviously. And this is what she looks like. Ooh, look at that tip. Look at the tip on that. Oh. Now, let me put this next to my hand so that you can really see exactly what it is that I mean by the size of this round. I don't have small hands. Look at this. The Granddaddy. The Granddaddy. Now, this is a whole lot of powder. This is a whole lot of powder, and whew, I think it's going to be good. I ain't never scared. Y'all already know I ain't never scared. I will shoot anything that got a trigger, and y'all know it. As you can see, we are in a safe and controlled environment. We are at the gun range. Now, it does come with one magazine, and that magazine holds 4. So we are going to load 4 and check it out. Let me put this in here so that you can see. Maybe my hand don't give it justice. You see that? Huh. All right. Enough talks, Yoke. Let me see you shoot this monster. Let's load up 4. And we're going to check the how on we are with this scope. And okay, magazine feels like it loads pretty decent. Let me see if I can get a true 4 in here. Yes, I have 4 in here. Wow, this round is beautiful. Look at that. Very nice. Okay. Whew, y'all. I ain't scared, but I'm nervous. I ain't scared, but I'm nervous. Now, you do have a safety on here as well. Safety is right behind the bolt. Engage 4 is hot, and engage back is safe. And yeah, my heart beating. My heart beating fast. Let's load this magazine and see how that goes. Magazine load pretty decent. It's nice and flush, so if you're shooting off a bag, you don't have to worry about any obstructions or anything. So it's a nice, flush, clean finish when that magazine is loaded. Let's drop that bolt back. We are ready. Y'all, let's suit them up and send them downrange because I'm a little nervous. Okay, let's check how on we are. Hopefully, usually they try to do you the favor of not making you have to really put in too much work when you are zeroing. So hopefully that is what we're dealing with here. Let's take this off. Let's get this first shot impression. Whether I hit or not, it's going to be a first shot impression. Y'all hear me breathing hard? I wonder if y'all can hear my heartbeat as well. All right, we have a piece of steel down at the end of the run. And let's feel out this trigger. Nice take up. Oh! Oh! It was a hit. It's kind of left, but I don't know if it was me when I pulled that trigger. Let's do it again. Oh my word. It didn't, all right, it didn't ride that round properly. Now the bolt does feel okay. Oh, oh my goodness. She feels good though. She feels good. Wait a minute. This is the second one that it didn't ride. Now I don't want to have to keep adjusting myself to actually get off of my scope to make sure that that round is riding that ramp properly. So that would say that that's my number 1 issue with it. Ooh. Shouldn't have to get all the way off. And it did not ride that round again. Okay, it looks like, let's put her on safe really quick. Looks like the bolt is not getting behind the round properly. Let's see. She's safe. And the magazine is tight as hell. That magazine was full to capacity. We did have 4 in it. I just had to give it a love tap to get that out. Let's get rid of this one that's in here. All right. She's still safe. She rode. She's hot. Let's get on that steel. There you go. All right, so far so good. Satisfied with the scope being on. Now let's have us a good time. All right, I'm not going to load 4. I'm just gonna load 3 in the magazine. We're gonna drop 1 in the barrel for our 4. That's 3. Let's put 1 in there. Based on my first experience with the 30-06, thought it was gonna be worse, but it's not bad at all. Rifle is safe, and she is ready. See how quickly we can get these out. All right, let's make hot. Let's get back on our target. Ooh. I don't think that round went, but let's see. No, it didn't. Now, why aren't you taking my next round? Don't do this to me. Ooh, hit. Don't go nowhere. Ooh. Wow. Now, although she is kicking like a mule, the only thing I wish I did not have to get completely off of position to load my next round. Ooh. Boy. Will definitely put a working on your shoulder. The rubberized stock is doing a good job. Just thinking the fact if I didn't have that, what I would be experiencing. Now, I can feel it all in here. All in there. Okay, let's get us 3 more. What do y'all think? Have you ever shot this round? Let me know, drop that in the comments. Now, so far so good. The only thing that I am experiencing that I don't like is that the bolt is not catching the rim of the round to load my next one. But let's call it the break-in period and see if something changes. The rifle is safe. Let's get that magazine in. She snapped nicely and she's hot. Whew. All right. Hit. Let's see if I can hit another one. Let's go for that one over there. Hit. Let's go for the next one over. Let's go for that one in the distance all the way over there. It didn't write it. Come on, man. Now, if I was hunting, I would have been pissed if I needed that second shot. Oh, that was probably a 5x5 steal. Oh. Y'all, I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm just going ahead and get involved. Long distance shooting. I'm loving this. I am loving it. All right. I'm also noticing once the magazine is empty, the last go around that we went, we had one round left and I couldn't take the magazine out. The magazine is actually lifting from the back. It does have a front hook or a front clamp to where you would actually snap your magazine onto. And as you can see, it's pretty flush once you put it in there and you have to like smack it. But as you're shooting, it seems to get a little bit loose from the from the back end of it, which is causing it to be a little bit more difficult to release the magazine. And that's probably why the rounds are not riding, because it's sitting too low in the back, causing the bolt just to, graze the round right on the top. I believe we figured out what happened. That's what it is. It's not sitting, the back is not sitting in there properly. Let's go ahead and put 4 in here. Let's get these 4. Okay. We got 4. Yeah. Yep, trying to do plenty. Let's put her on safe. Load the magazine. All right, so let's give you that visual one more time with that magazine. Do you see how nice and flush that magazine is? Once we start shooting, you're going to notice that this back end of it is going to start to wiggle its way out, causing it to sit lower than the bolt. So when you're pushing the bolt forward, the round is not, the rim of the round is not high enough for the bolt to catch. And that could be a problem while hunting, for sure. And now, this motherfucker don't want to cook in. All right. Excuse me, y'all. I get a little bit emotional. Still, take up. Ooh, hit. Trying not to get off of my, it did not ride. All right, look, come here. Look at this magazine. Do you see how that magazine is sagging in the back? You see that? So obviously, the round is not going to be in place for that next. That round is not going to be in place for that bolt to push in that round. And that could very well be a problem. It will be a problem for me if I was in the field. It still didn't take it. Y'all, I'm trying to be calm. Yeah. Yeah. This dragging ass magazine is causing problems. That can't be right. There should have been a hook on the back of this to make sure that that does not slide out. And it's smooth. There's nothing there. Bolt open. Rifle is safe. It should not be that way. Smooth back. Smooth magwell. Causing this to drag ass. Anyway, for the most part, she's running. She's doing what she's supposed to do. But if, is that supposed to be like that? Look how that, this magazine should not be bouncing. Look at that. See that? You think it could be defective? That's why we're having that problem? Could be. a magazine issue. Interesting. So you know I'm gonna have to go get me another magazine. Has to be the reason. Let's get 4. Y'all know how I feel. You should have sent me what works. You should have sent me something that worked. They didn't send me anything. In the box, you should have sent me something that works. I paid for this. I think this is what it is. So, we have concluded, but when she's, no, not even. I was going to say when she's fully loaded, the magazine sits, but it doesn't. Look how the ass is bouncing. Okay. So obviously, come closer so you can see this. Obviously, that round, of course, but you want to show out for the people now. Anyway. All right, she's loaded to make hot. Get on still. Hit. Now what I wanted to show you, it does it. Hit. That one didn't ride. I felt it. Nobody got time to be playing with this. That didn't ride. Hit. Oh, look! What is that? It's a bird, it's a plane. It's a man in a parachute with a makeshift plane. But I tell you, in the country, you don't know what you're gonna see. I want to try it. Okay, so that was 20 rounds of 30-06 Winchester Deer Seasoned Copper Impact. Beautiful round, but it just seems like had I been in the field with this, there's another one. What are they making these in their garages? Had I been in the field, I would have been very upset had I needed a follow-up shot for whatever it is that I was hunting for. It's not the rifle. It is a magazine issue. This definitely should not be bouncing around like this, as you can see. So as you take your shots, it causes the magazine to kind of fall on the back end of it, making it hard for the bolt to catch that rim on that round so that it is loaded smoothly. The fact that I have to get all the way off of the rifle to, 1, make sure that a round was chambered, and 2, to make sure that the bolt rode is a no-no for me, just because every second is critical when you're in the field. And of course, everything needs to be done humanely and quickly. And if that follow-up shot is what you needed to make that happen, which you always want a one-shot kill, but if the follow-up shot is what you needed to make that happen, making that is going to be very difficult with this. But as far as the rifle goes, at first the bolt felt quite stiff and hard for me to engage. But as we started shooting, it started to loosen up a little bit more. So the breaking in of it or getting through it could be better possibly as you shoot it. But at almost $80 a box, you know, you're trying to get it done. The trigger is beautiful. I enjoy these triggers very, very much so. as I was showing you earlier, it's pretty much the take up on your safety. And let's turn this way. The take up on that safety blade here, and that is it. So the trigger is very nice. You do have the ability to change the poundage if you'd like so, make it a little lighter or a little bit heavier. Out of the box, it's about a 4-pound trigger, and for me, that was just right. Making any adjustments would not be something that I would be interested in doing, but this right here is what's gonna make me call it trash. This, because I know things happen. I know it fell through the cracks. I know, but it's unfortunate when people have to deal with these type of situations or these type of mishaps for no reason. There's no reason why this should be happening, in my opinion, none whatsoever. But under $500, bolt action, Savage, chambered in 30-06. This is the Access 2 XP combo with the scope. Can't beat it. If it costs me $20 to replace the magazine, hey, whatever, I ain't paid but so much for it. Now, the rubberized stock is definitely a plus. It did help and absorb a lot of that recoil, so I'm very thankful for that. And yeah, at 100 yards, she did very, very well. Them love bugs coming back, y'all. At 100 yards, she did very well. Hopefully we can take her out a little bit further and see how far we can get. I'm almost in the mood to bring out all of my bolt actions and just have us a good time at the range one day. If you're interested in seeing that, let me know. Drop that in the comments. We can definitely make that happen. I have a variety, and let's share. So with that being said, Yoke Gang, listen. Have you checked out www.yokegang.com? You did? Thank you so much. And if you didn't, make sure that you do. That is how I make this happen for you. Pick up a t-shirt or patch, support the channel. Thank you for supporting just by watching this video. And y'all already know I love it when things works. It works. But I love y'all for life. Peace. Love you.